Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brady going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
There's Chris Olave.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's It's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumping.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
No, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And that's out quickly to Chase. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 3. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He completes it to Olave.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Chris Olave.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Seven, our score after 1. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Second and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Drop to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, they're going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. In motion, the tight end. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Olave holds it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Chris Olave with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. 14, Raiders 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now Brady.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Dolphins 21, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 3. This one taken in by Olave.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
ETN up the middle.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 14.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Brady. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Brady to throw again. He will find his man Chase, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sean Davis with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chris Olave, 95 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 42, Raiders 7.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the score.
And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Chris Olave,
58 yards.
and the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a pop.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 4. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He's got room past the 30. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The slot man in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should obtain that present.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
This is what you get paid for.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Raiders.
Jamar Chase,
64 yards.
and the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that underneath ETN. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Now Brady again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Miami, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.